Operation Husky was a pivotal moment in the Allies' campaign against the Axis powers. Yet, despite its strategic significance, this daring landing on the shores of Sicily in 1943 was marred by a series of catastrophic missteps and unforeseen challenges that turned what should have been a resounding triumph into a costly and bloody disaster. Was Operation Husky truly a catastrophic disaster for the Allies? Or does its deeper story reveal hidden successes and unexpected triumphs that have been overshadowed by its early setbacks? Welcome to History Stories. Join us as we delve into Operation Husky, exploring the dramatic events and critical errors that made this pivotal World War II landing a moment of adversity for the Allied forces. As of May 1943, the U.S. Army had garnered valuable experience and achieved significant victories in North Africa, culminating in the surrender of over 250,000 German and Italian troops in Tunisia. Following intense deliberations in the preceding months, it had become evident to Allied leaders that the immediate future wouldn't see a cross-channel invasion into northern France. This was due to insufficient and premature preparations for such a large-scale operation. Instead, the Allies set their sights on a Mediterranean campaign, with the aim of securing their first major victory against one of the three Axis powers, specifically targeting fascist Italy. Operation Husky unleashed. In early 1943, Anglo-American troops decisively defeated Italo-German forces in Tunisia, taking 250,000 prisoners. After much debate, the combined chiefs of staff confirmed Sicily as the next stepping stone toward the invasion of Italy and the so-called soft underbelly of Europe. They hoped that taking Sicily would provide freedom of movement for Allied forces across the Mediterranean, allowing bomber fleets to reach further into occupied Europe. The invasion could also force Italy to withdraw from the war, although this was more of a hope than an expectation. Allied intelligence successfully created doubts among the Axis about the invasion's location. During Operation Mincemeat, Allied operatives planted fake invasion plans for Greece on the corpse of a supposed Royal Marines officer, causing the Germans to move several divisions to Greece. Allied air raids further confused the Axis about the actual invasion targeting Sardinia. British Field Marshal Harold Alexander oversaw the invasion named Operation Husky, using the 15th Army Group, including the British 8th and US 7th Armies. The initial invasion force consisted of about 160,000 men, 600 tanks, and 1,800 guns, supported by around 4,000 Allied aircraft from the Mediterranean Air Command. The American paratrooper drop faced challenges as pilots lost their way in the dark, strong winds battered landing zones, and only a fraction of the 5,300 airborne troops were fit for duty. Despite the difficulties, Anglo-American troops attacked their first objectives, including capturing the Ponte Grande Bridge. The seaborne landings on the Piceno Peninsula and other beaches generally went well, with light resistance encountered. Syracuse fell to Allied forces, but issues emerged, including a lack of air cover, low fit-to-duty airborne troops, and the sinking of the ammunition ship SS Robert Rowan. Axis resistance and Allied challenges. In Sicily, Axis forces recovered from the initial shock upon identifying Allied landing beaches. General Guzzoni ordered organized counterattacks, while Battle Group Schmaltz blocked the Allied progress towards Augusta. Meanwhile, Livorno and Hermann Göring divisions mounted strong counterattacks against the Gala beachhead. On July 11th, Italo-German columns attempted to break through to Gala, resulting in fierce combat. While the Americans repelled the Livorno division with heavy losses, the Hermann Göring division's panzers made better progress, breaking through the light anti-tank defenses. A handful of Navy spotter planes eventually directed naval gunfire to stop the German attack. Realizing the futility of further attempts to reach the shore, Axis forces withdrew and took up blocking positions around Caltagirone. Despite the failure of their counterattacks, they successfully slowed the American 1st and 45th Divisions. On July 11th, another paratrooper drop was planned but turned into a disaster due to friendly fire, resulting in significant casualties. The lack of communication and preparation among ground forces played a role in these tragic incidents. While the U.S. advance faced challenges, the British 8th Army made better progress along the coast, capturing Augusta on July 12th. General Montgomery developed a plan to open new routes of advance for British troops while pushing towards Catania, leading to tensions with Patton. Closing the Sicilian campaign, German commanders took control of the defense and General Hans Valentin Hubei assumed command of the island, reinforced by elite divisions. On July 13, Montgomery initiated a major push towards Catania, involving nighttime airborne and seaborne commando raids. Despite challenges and strong German resistance, a small Allied bridgehead was established on July 15. The British 50th Division reached the bridge on July 17 but faced heavy fire, managing to establish a small bridgehead. The following days brought tough fighting as the British attempted to push towards Catania. Despite fierce resistance from German forces, the Canadians pushed along Highway 124 but were stopped short of Enna. Axis forces adapted their positions to counter the Allied advance, leading to a new plan by Montgomery to shift the focus of the offensive, involving a swing around Mount Etna. The Axis withdrawal was not a simple retreat, and the battle for Sicily continued, with German and Italian rearguard units contesting towns and utilizing demolitions and booby traps to slow the Allied advance. General Patton recognized an opportunity to capture Palermo, and his forces advanced rapidly against isolated Italian troops, often leading to their surrender. Local Italian-American troops and connections with the local population occasionally provided valuable intelligence. U.S. intelligence also leveraged criminal connections among New York mafia families with ties to Sicily. The local Sicilian mafia, opposed to Mussolini, assisted in gathering intelligence and guiding Allied troops through the mountain passes. Despite some challenges and lessons learned, Operation Husky laid the groundwork for future airborne operations and revealed the complexities of joint military endeavors. What strategic challenges do you think the Allies faced during Operation Husky in Sicily? And how do you think these challenges influenced the course of the campaign and subsequent operations in Europe? Leave your answers in the comments, like this video, and subscribe to our channel if you are a nerd for history.